All right, so it's March 2nd. It's been almost 4 weeks since my gastric bypass surgery. Um, just thought I'd do some updates and maybe talk a little bit about what's been going on. Probably the one thing everybody's going to ask me is how much weight I've lost. So, uh, as of this morning, I don't weigh myself every day. I try to weigh myself once a week. Um, from the point where I had my surgery the day of to today, I've lost 30, 35 or 36 pounds. Um, from the beginning of it, I've lost, uh, geez. So, it was like for 4, 5, let's say for the last 6 months, I've lost about 80 pounds in that area. So, it's been quite a bit. I lost 50-ish pounds before the surgery and to have the surgery, and then I've lost 35 or 36 since surgery. So weight loss has been fine. Doctor visits have all went pretty well. Sorry, I'm moving the camera everywhere. I'm in a weird place today at our spa. So I'm definitely seeing it now a little more than I was before. In places, my face I can feel is definitely thinner. I feel it in my chest. I think I've gone down from a C cup to a B cup. Sorry, that's a stupid joke, but seriously. As far as what I'm eating, so pretty much, I get up pretty early. I try to drink some water in the mornings, and then around 6:30, I'll have a high protein yogurt, which I usually have like a 000 is what it's a Greek yogurt with it's 160 calories and 15 grams of protein. And then I will have around 9:30ish, I'll have a protein drink, like a Ensure or something, Equate or whatever they are. Those are another 30 grams of protein. And then I do my lunch around noonish, and that usually, so I'm at the point where I'm able to eat more things, and I'm able to eat a little bit more of things. So for lunch, I might have like 3 tablespoons of a protein, like maybe tuna fish or some ground beef or something, or egg or whatever. And then I try to have like some vegetables with that, or fruit or something. It's around a third of a cup to a little, maybe under a half a cup of food. And then after I have that, I'll have around 3 o'clock, I'll have another protein drink. Get in another yogurt, another 15 grams of protein there. And then my dinner, I usually have around 6 o'clock. And that's been kind of the same thing as lunch. Last night I'm getting a little, I'm trying new foods because I've been doing really well. Still staying in the plan, but I've been very cautious with what I've eaten. So I'm being a little less cautious as I try some of these different foods. So last night I had, my wife made me a bariatric protein-friendly pizza. I don't want to go into too much. It was actually pretty decent, but of course the crust is a food that's on the allowed group, and the toppings are on the allowed group, and you just have to make sure you don't overeat. And since I still don't, I think I might start to feel full now, but I also noticed that when I've finished eating, if I've eaten like a little bit more than I normally would, I might start hiccuping a little bit, and I think that's kind of the sign that I'm full. So I have actually felt a little bit hungry, but not crazy. So it's going pretty good. If I sound weird, I just have been a little weird lately, so totally fine. Still kind of figuring out the whole what feels normal, what doesn't. So drug-wise, that's going pretty good. They took me off they pretty much took me off everything and started me over. So I'm taking a Prilosec in the morning for heartburn, which I've had absolutely no heartburn at all since this surgery. And then I'm also taking, let's see, I take a bariatric vitamin once a day, and then I take calcium twice a day. And then I have a blood pressure pill. It's a really low dose, and I only take it on days where my blood pressure, the top number, is above 130. So a lot of the times my blood pressure is like 127 over 76 or something around there. So I'm taking it like every third day at this point, but I take it based on what my blood pressure is in the morning. So that's going really well. I feel pretty good. One of the, I know a lot of people talk about how everything's so embarrassing. I don't know. I don't really get embarrassed that easily. So as far as like the one thing that I have noticed that I've had some issue with is like, I don't know if it's an issue or not. I think it's just different than what I'm used to. So prior to surgery, for as long as I can remember, I've always had like bowel problems. I've always been probably way looser stools than it should be. And I've had colonoscopies and they've checked all that stuff. But I've always had problems. Well, now it's like I don't even go to the bathroom until like the third or the fourth day. And I don't have those problems anymore. So part of me is thinking maybe I'm having problems because I'm not going to the bathroom every day, but my food intake is so low and everything else has changed. So it's, there's no pain, maybe a little bloating, but nothing that's been crazy. So all in all, it's going pretty good. Any other major changes? My clothes are loose. I don't really want to go buy any though until I can afford it, but until I lose a little bit more weight, so I don't have to buy a whole bunch more clothes over and over. The one other thing I've noticed is my skin has gotten really dry. I'm drinking plenty of water. So they tell you have to drink at least 60 ounces a day. I'm drinking at least 100 ounces a day. And I seem to be just really dry. So I don't know. And the weather's been cold and hot and cold and hot. Today it's snowing. So I don't know if it's just weather issues or what, but I definitely am drier. But yeah, so everything's good. I don't have another checkup for, I think it's another 3 weeks. So I'll go to that. And then in April on the 5th, we're leaving to go watch the eclipse. So we're going to be taking a couple weeks vacation and kind of doing some touring of the country with some friends and checking out some cool stuff with some kids. So we're taking our youngest and they're taking their kid. So it should be pretty fun. But anyways, just want to give you a quick update because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Anybody out there who thinks that I took the easy path, God bless you. You have no clue what you're talking about. This has been probably the toughest thing I've ever done. Like I thought I was fully prepared for it, but I will tell you that the mental game of this when you get home, and it is so tough. Like it is really, really tough. It is not easy, and you do have so many new things you have to learn, because it's like essentially what you do when you have the surgery is you take and you strap a gun to your head. Like that's what the surgery is it's putting a gun to your head and saying, hey, if you screw up, game over. Like that's it. You can't screw up. So there's a lot of pressure. And I brought this up because I've seen a lot of people online commenting about people taking the easy way out and doing gastric bypass. It's not easy. There's nothing about this that's easy. So, yeah, anybody who's thinking about it, I definitely recommend you make sure you get into some groups, know what you're getting into. There's going to be a lot of things that are tough that you go through. And at one point, honestly, for like the first week after it, I was in my head so much just saying, I wish I'd not done this. But I think that's normal, I think, because I think that's gone away now for me. I'm glad I did it. And I know there's a long road ahead and a lot of lifestyle changes. So just be conscious of what people are going through with this stuff. And if you're thinking about it, find some groups, talk to people, and make sure you're fully engaged and understand what's happening. It is a massive, massive journey. So, all right, guys, well, I'm going to get off here, and I will update you again in a couple weeks or if anything major happens. I'm thinking about trying to put some videos together on maybe some pre-op and post-op information. There's stuff out there, but I think I might have a few viewpoints that are different than others. So, all right, guys, well, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will catch you next time.